What's up everyone, it's Kamikaze here today. So today I wanted to talk about the Warabots Steam graphics and what the heck happened to them. So basically, what happened was Warabots released these new graphics on Steam. I think it was around Christmas time, it was in December. And then, it was very quick. I think it was like a week or two later, they actually released it onto the Steam platform, the actual live server, and a lot of people had a lot of issues in terms of the lag and stuff, and they just couldn't run it on their PCs, and it was very just unfinished, honestly. There were multiple issues with it, and so eventually in 4.7, update 4.7, they took it off, and now we haven't heard anything about it. So, it brings up a lot of questions to me, because, it was coming onto Steam. I was hyped about it, so many people were hyped about it, and we knew that it was going to have issues, and they just released it very, very quickly into the live server for Steam, and that screwed up a lot of players, because there are a lot of PC players on there that don't have exactly the highest graphics settings, because, the game as a whole isn't that, it's not a god tier game. It's not something that you're going to need a $10,000 PC in order to use. So, when they released those settings, it really messed with them. So, and there were a lot of issues, there were a lot of bugs, and so then, they just release it on Steam, and I think it was a very unfinished update, and then they just reverse it back, and we've heard nothing about it. When, this came out, everyone was pumped, I was ready for this. I was like, okay, this is great, it's going to release on Steam in a while, in a month or two, and they're going to get all the bugs out, they're going to get everything fixed. And I didn't care how long that took. Maybe if it took more than 1 or 2 months, I would be okay with that. But I just wanted to know that something was coming along, that something was happening with it, and eventually it would come over to Android and iOS. Now, I know that my phone can probably not handle that, because as you can see, I'm having trouble with playing Warabots now, because, I am having a decent amount of lag. But that's also because of my service. I don't have the best, the most epic service. I do have good service, but it's not compared to like city service where, you have 600 megabytes per second or whatever. So, I'm getting a new phone, and I'm ready for this to come out on Android and stuff, and iOS, and they just did really weird stuff with it, and they never really released it, they never released it on Android or iOS, and they never really mentioned it. We only got the information off of people that made YouTube videos about it on Steam. They had it on, they posted a couple of different things on, Reddit. I'm pretty sure they made a Facebook post. They made a couple of different posts. And so they never made a YouTube video about it. They usually, when something comes out on Warabots, Manny Gaming will, a day before it comes out on, the test server or something over the weekend, Manny Gaming will be informed about it, and he will tell us, he'll make a video about it, because before, when the Ragnarok pack came out, Manny was the first to know about it. I think the Dragon Bots, he was the first to know about it. So Pixonic tells him, and then he kind of announces it and gets a lot of hype around it. He was never told about this. No one ever told him that it was coming out on Steam. So it was a weird release, because that's kind of the normal, that Manny knows about it before we do. And Pixonic is going to make a video about it on their Warabots YouTube channel. They're going to tell us about it, but they never did. It was a very weird, kind of marketing. Because we have to understand here that this was a huge graphic update. I mean, if you see it, look up some videos of it, and you will understand what I'm talking about if you haven't heard of this graphic update before. It was huge. The graphics were insane. You could go all the way up to 4K, and Canyon got a complete remaster, and a bunch of different maps just, had much better textures and stuff. So it was huge. It was a big deal. I guarantee you that a lot of the different, their design team spent months on this. And I guarantee you it cost millions to be able to create this. And the fact is that they never really told us about this. They never said, hey, this is coming out. They only said it on Reddit and Facebook. They never made a video on their YouTube channel, which is where most of the people get the info about Warabots. It was weird. It was very weird how they kind of released this. And so, people had a lot of issues. There were a lot of bugs and stuff. And, it just came out on the live server, and everyone was like, oh my god, they were flipping out. Because there were people that during the beta, they were giving them the red light. They were like, no, don't release this on the live server, because my computer, when it's on the beta, cannot handle this. And I think that's also because the servers just weren't good enough. The servers right now aren't good enough. People can have 1 gig upload and 1 gig download in a god tier PC, and it still lags, currently, with the current graphics, and our graphics are only 180p. So I was watching a stream by this epic YouTuber. His name's Big JJ, and he had a stream, and he was lagging. And he's like, I don't know why I'm lagging right now. I am running on a PC. It's like a really expensive PC. I know that because he has like 3 different monitors and a very expensive PC. And like he said, yeah, I have 1 gig upload and 1 gig download. So I guarantee you, it's the Pixonic servers that are at the issue. So they really need to get their servers stable before they release this one anywhere. And there were issues, there were bugs, there were issues, and people just can't handle this update. So why are they releasing it on the live server? No one really understood, and it was so quick of a release. It was like the snap of your finger, and then bam, it was on the live server. It was like as soon as they were announcing that's going on the beta, it was on the live server for Steam. And so I was like, okay, and a lot of people were having issues. A lot of people were having issues because, you know, it was just not very good for their computers. They don't have the $10,000 computer. They don't have the $10,000 computer. So then, you know, in 4.7, they reversed it. Now, a lot of people on Steam were like, thank God, it's off. You know, maybe they can focus more on it. Maybe they can, like, change it up and make it more stable, or do something to at least help us out. Maybe they can give us, you know, the graphics from the past, so that some people that have the really great PCs can use this, can use the new update, the new graphic update, and then maybe we'll just have to deal with the older, you know, version with the worst graphics. But it was reversed, and no one has heard about it. This was in 4.7, now we're in 5.0 and going into 5.1. So this is months later. I mean, like, this was in February. Now we are in May, and there's nothing. This is possibly some of the worst, like, PR that I've ever heard of. This is, like, some of the worst way to, like, inform players about it, and this is some of the worst releasing that I've ever heard. Pixonic guys, you guys really need to focus on, like, you know, promoting this and actually making a quality graphic update. And I want to know, they need to inform us. They need to inform us about these updates. Because, you know, I'm over here like, come on, Pixonic. Bringing it onto Android and iOS when it's ready. When it's ready so I won't lag, because I have 4 gigabytes of RAM on my phone. And I'm going to get probably like a tablet or something, or a PC or laptop, I don't know. But for right now I have to deal with a phone with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and I know a lot of people have like less. So, you know, make it so that people with maybe not the best computers or the best phones can actually can use this without lagging too much. So I'm like, okay, take your time, Pixonic. I don't mind if this takes a couple of months to get ready to come on to iOS and Android and Amazon and Steam and everywhere. I'm ready for that, but they just need to inform us. Maybe they still are working on it. Maybe they're still trying to tweak it, and maybe one day they will release it onto these different platforms. But for now, it's not coming. Also, something that I wanted to mention was that, you know, we want cross-platform. So cross-platform is going to definitely help the game in terms of matchmaking and a lot of different things. And it's going to make a lot of players much more happy because, you know, in terms of squatting right now, squatting is not the best. You're either getting destroyed by full MK2 squads. Right now, I'm in a clan that, you know, we're pretty good. We're not like one of those OP squads like HC or Gods, and we understand that. We're getting better, and we squad a lot. Oftentimes, we have 2 full squads, like, every single day. And, you know, we are either getting destroyed by the full MK2 squads, or we are destroying randoms. And it's just that there's never an in-between, because the matchmaking is so bad that, you know, we are going up against, in terms of randoms, we are going up against, like, people all the way down in Master 3 sometimes. And then the full squads, I feel even, well, I can't really feel bad because they are making millions of silver and they are getting all the materials that they need to build a full MK2 hangar. But sometimes I do feel bad because they are, like, they're literally getting wrecked every single time. Like, they're kind of getting screwed over in the end because they're playing for 4 hours and just wrecking everybody. But in the end, they're getting wrecked because, you know, they're playing for 4 hours and just destroying randoms. That's got to be the most boring thing ever. So, you know, making the servers combined, it would have more players in the pool, and so maybe they can go up against Champion League randoms and have more squads that are actually at their caliber to go up against. But if this graphic update were to be only on Steam, how would that work? You know, because if Steam were to come into the mix with all the Android, iOS, and stuff coming together, and Steam were to come into the mix with its new graphic settings, with a new graphic update, it wouldn't work out. It wouldn't work. So, you know, we need all of the, like, different places to be on the same page, the same graphics, either the old graphics or the new graphics. So now Pixonic reverted the Steam back to the old graphics. So now I'm hoping that maybe they're becoming more oriented on combining the servers, and then maybe the graphic settings update will be longer down the road. But I just want to know. I want to know their plans. I want to know what's going on. So Pixonic, if you guys are watching this video, I hope that you guys tell us, you know, what your plans are, please. Like, you don't have to tell us exactly what's, like, every single thing that you're going to do in the next year, but just please tell us, you know, what your plans are. Because right now, it's kind of confusing, and I don't know what the future holds for us. I don't know what the future holds for my hangar and for my game, you know. I just want to know. So, please, Pixonic, tell us. If you guys really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to see you next time. Have a great day, alright?